Welcome to Maths TV. Today we'll be going through practice questions, and these practice questions are related to the quadratic graphs. Quadratic graphs separately we have dealt in step-by-step revision videos in which we have already explained that how to draw these quadratic graphs and all the details, why opening upward, parabola is opening upward or downward, and how to complete the table of values as well. So better to go through those step-by-step revision 3-part videos and then come to this quadratic graphs practice questions. I'll show you these related videos. You can also go through quadratic graphs part 1, part 2, part 3. Straight line graphs also improve your skills, and cubic graph is also another category which is very important for your exam. And these are other variation, direct and inverse variation part 1 and part 2 is also there for this one, and derivatives and turning points, maximum point and minimum point, how to find derivatives. These are also interesting videos for you. Let us move to the practice questions. This is the practice question which we have chosen. Complete the table of values. This equation is given and table of values is given. We will use calculator to find the values for this table. So x square, so alpha x, this is the easiest way which we have used. So x square minus 2 and x. So after typing this equation, to confirm this one, we will check the given values for minus 2. So calculate for value of x minus 2, we should get 8. So this is equal to 8. So our calculator is properly working. So for minus 1, we will check. Calculate for minus 1. This will be giving us 3. So we can write here 3. Similarly, you can check for these as values as well. So directly I'm checking for 3. So calculate for x is equal to 3. This will be equal to 3. So we'll write here 3. So the table of values is done, which is 1 mark question. So now second part on the grid, draw the graph of this same equation. So points we will indicate on the given grid. First point is minus 2 and 8. So minus 2 and 8 will be this point. Then comes minus 1 and 3. So minus 1 and 3 will be this point. Then 0, 0, 0, 0 will be origin. Then comes 1 and minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 is this point. Hopefully you are following. Then 2 and 0. 2 and 0 will be this point. Then comes 3 and 3. So this is 3 x value and 3 y value as well. Then comes 4 and 8. So 4 and 8. So 4 is this one and 8 will be this point. So this is how we got this quadratic graph. And if you check the equation, x square is having coefficient plus 1. So plus 1 means parabola is opening upward. So we have to draw this curve, smooth curve we need to draw. So we will be drawing like this. So this one we have to join with this like this, and then like this one. So this is done. The other side also we can draw. So we can change the direction of the page according to our convenience, and then this will be the curve and further. So you cannot use scale for this. You will have to use basically freehand. You will have to draw smooth curve like this. Okay, so this is done. Avoid double lines, and this is the question which we have done. This is 4 mark question and this is 1 mark question. So quadratic equation is given x square minus 3x minus 1 and table of values we have to complete. This is 2 marks question. We'll be using calculator for that one. So x alpha x, this one, squared minus 3x again with alpha and minus 1. So we have written this equation on calculator. Now we'll be using for minus 2, calculate for x is equal to minus 2 and the value will be 9. So we will get 9 over here. We can double check minus 1. So calculate for minus 1, we should get 3. So this is indicating 3. So good. Now we can check only the last required one. So calculate for x is equal to 2. This is equal to minus 3. So we'll write here minus 3. Now we can calculate for 3. So calculate for x is equal to 3. This will be giving us minus 1. So this is how we have done. You can see by the use of calculator we have easily completed this table and with lesser chances of mistakes also. So if you are doing manual calculations or other methods, that will be increasing the chances of mistakes. So this is 2 mark question which we have done. Second part, B part, on the grid draw the same. So same grid, same values we have to indicate on the graph, and we'll have to find the curve shape. See, if you see this one, x square is having coefficient plus 1. So we know that if coefficient of x square is plus value, positive value, then it will be opening upward. So our parabola will be opening upward, U-shaped upward. So first point is minus 2 and 9. Minus 2 is over here and 9 will be this one. So we can indicate, hopefully you are getting minus 1 and 3. Minus 1 and 3 will be in between 2 and 4. So this one, then 0 and minus 1 will be 0 over here and minus 1 will be over here. Then comes 1 and minus 3. So 1 and minus 3 will be this value. Okay, so we are getting the curve 2 and minus 3. Again 2 and minus 3. I'll have to move a little so that you can see 2 and minus 3. See, this is 1 and minus 3. This is 2 and minus 3 will be this point. The next point is 3 and minus 1. So 3 this one and minus 1 will be this point. In this situation where you can see these 2 points are in balance with each other, we don't have information about this lower part. So what we will do, we can take another value, x is equal to 1.5. So we will take here, we will calculate this for x is equal to 1.5. So calculate x is equal to 1.5. This will be equal to minus 3.25. So minus 3 up to this one, and 0.25 will be 3.25 will be over here. So we can mark like just a dot, so that our indication that we'll have to curve like this one. So you can even show with the cross also, but this will be additional point which we have taken for our convenience and surety that whatever we are doing is correct. So from this point we will start and we will curve it like this one, and from here we will be moving like this, and the same curve we will be extending to next points. You will have to try your best to get the smoother curve, number 1, and avoid double lines, or don't plot this curve with scale. You need to draw this one with your freehand drawing. So practice freehand drawing curves, and hopefully after practicing you can achieve results also better. So this is done. We are done with this curve and this question as well. See, the curve which we found is, which we have drawn, is this one. So this is drawing curve is also 2 marks. So total marks are 4. So you will have to practice these questions. These are very easy questions, but you need to understand and practice and avoid mistakes as well. This is a practice question which we have selected for quadratic equation. Y is equal to x square minus 3 is given. Having two parts, 2 marks question to complete this table and 2 mark question to plot this one, to draw this graph. So first we'll be completing the table of values, and we can easily use the calculator for this one. X square alpha x, basically we'll be taking alpha x squared and minus 3. So this is the equation given which we have typed, and then to confirm we'll check this minus to calculate for x is equal to minus 2. This will be giving us 1, which is 1. So now we can start this. So calculate for minus 1. X is equal to minus 1, we'll get minus 2. So we'll write here minus 2. Why I have confirmed this one? So that sometime when you are typing this equation, you can do mistake. So if you have done mistake in this equation, you will be, when you will be double checking this one, so that mistake will reflect when you will be checking this given value. So at least one given value you should check, so that it should be confirmed that nothing is wrong in this equation which we have written. So now for 2 we can check. So calculate for 2. X is equal to 2, this will be 1, so our value over here will be 1. Then calculate for 3, so calculate for 3, this will be equal to 6, so we can write here 6, and this is done. Table of values is done. You got 2 marks for this. And now we'll have to indicate the points, and first point is minus 2 and 1. Minus 2 and 1 will be this value. Then in minus 1 and 2, minus 1 and 2 will be this value, and then comes 0 and minus 3. 0 and minus 3 will be this value, and 2 and 1 will be this value, and 3 and 6 will be this value. So these are the values which we got. Basically this point, see, if you have done some mistake, how you can identify? See, we have done this as mistake. How we will figure out? Because see, this is x square which is having coefficient plus 1. So it means our graph should be U-shaped and opening upward. If we check this curve is like this one, and this point is odd, which is not fitting on this curve. So we'll double check this value, which is minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1 is minus 2, and we have indicated as plus 2. So this type of mistakes you can also do and rectify also. So minus 1 and minus 2 will be this point. So we have erased this one, and now all points are on the curve like this one. So everything is fine. No, one more thing what we can do, we are having a more gap between these 2 points. So what we can do, we can take another point, like for example x is equal to 1 is basically also taken, but we missed this point. X is equal to 1 and minus 2. So if I'll show you this one, 1 and minus 2 will be this point here. So basically it was there, but we missed. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6 points, and our table of values is also having 1 2 3 4 5 6 points. We have indicated all. And one more thing, you can add point. You can always add point. Don't restrict yourself to this table of values. If required, you can add the points. And I've started plotting the curve, and you can smoothly draw the curve like this one, and you will have to try to draw single line and without using scale, and just draw dim line like this, and then make it darker, like curve like this one. So you will be getting a path where to go, and this one. Now what we have done, I can show you. Even we can rectify this area, and we can curve it a little like this one so that it should be more smoother. Now we are done with this, and I will show you the curve. This is the curve which I have plotted for you, and this is almost perfect. Everything is fine. So this is 2 marks question. This is done. Thank you very much for watching Maths TV. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video as well, and recommend the channel to your friends and respected teachers.